Hey there, it's Brittany and I'm back with another tutorial. Actually, we're just gonna free play today with beads because I have some beads on my desk from my shop that I've been wanting to play with and I never have time. And today I was kind of in a funky mood and I was like, hey, I bet you making a piece of jewelry would make you feel better. And I took my own advice. So now we're gonna play with some beads. I've got the dogs just hanging out in the back. They're just looking at me like, what's going on? And I have most of these in the shop. But I've had them on my desk for a while. I don't know what we're going to make, but I have these pink magnesite crosses, or like coral pink. I have some snake beads. There's not a lot of these left. I have some little flower frame beads, not a lot of those left. And some black and white beads. I don't think we're going to use all of these. I have some Czech glass. These are vintage. What are these? These are Saturn beads or turbines. No, these are not, I don't know if they're turbines, but I call them Saturn beads. And then I might show you different things throughout the video. Like I'm gonna free bead because I don't do that enough. And like I said, I was in a funky mood and I think making jewelry would make me feel better. You know, no matter what, it's gonna make me feel better. So let's get down to the mat and let's get playing. Okay, many of you commented on the bead board that I used in the last video. It is sold out from where I bought it, but I did link it in my Amazon storefront. You can find, well, I didn't link that one. I linked a similar one in my Amazon storefront. I also linked to this one because I just got it, so I wanted to use it. It's a multi-strand board, but not as, like, there aren't as many notches as there are on some of the felted boards. So I wanted to see how this one would work. It goes up to 34 inches. I don't know. Oh, and these are new in the shop too, and I have... these are like matte crow beads. They have a very large hole, so I wanted to try using those. Got those in Tucson this year. I think we might make two projects because I have really wanted to use these forever, and they've been in the shop forever. These have been in the shop I think since last fall. Yeah, along with these magnesite beads, but I think I want to do something separate with those. I don't know, like I said, we're just gonna create. Nothing's permanent until you crimp, and then even then. Oh, this is cute. I don't have these in the shop, but I do have some Tibetan style Southwestern pendants in the store. They'll be going in periodically. Just best thing is to subscribe to the store on Shopify because I think you're able to be notified when I add new stuff. I know there are people who do see right when the new stuff goes in, so I've just been putting stuff in from Tucson sporadically. Let's see, it's kind of fun. I don't think there are very many of these left. I do have some 8mm ones. These are 10 or 12, I don't know, but the 8mm have not gone into the shop. I also have some of these in the shop too. These are vintage. All of the Czech right now, maybe not all, but most of the Czech right now is vintage. No. These are my absolute favorite spacers. These are in the shop too. I'll put links to the shop, obviously, in the description of this video. But I think, why don't we do... I mean, I don't have any turquoise in the shop at the moment. I do have some that I got from Tucson, but I have not put it in yet. That might stop me from putting my own turquoise in though. Interesting. Those are cute. Those are in the shop too. I want to do something with the butterfly, but I don't know that I want to do something with the butterfly in the eye. But butterflies in the shop, those are handmade by me. These are kind of cool. I think there might be some of these left. These are dyed magnesite. Okay, I'm just gonna open up my beads and get going. I might make this into 2 videos and then put that same intro on the second video. Who knows what's gonna happen. I don't know. Nothing, I mean, this is has a big bail on it. And nothing's permanent. Like, I gotta tell myself that nothing is permanent. Never mind just with jewelry making, I mean, like, ever. Get over it, right? I told you I was in a funky mood today. All right. I don't want it to be 28 inches. I just like where that is on the board at the moment. I am a 3 girl. I love the grouping of 3. And then I think I want something else like right in the middle. In the middle, I mean like a double strand necklace. This could be a really nice, like really long necklace too. I don't know. I'm kind of winging it. I told you that. This is also like super bright, and I'm very excited about that because I just don't, I'm okay with like neutrals and stuff. I love neutrals, but right now I just really, a bright color gives me a shot of dopamine immediately. So let's see. Serotonin, which one is it? I never know if it's dopamine or serotonin. Either or, I need both. All right. I should have brought 2 strands of these home because now I only have 2 left. Okay. I like that, and I don't know if I have enough of my spacers. I don't think I do have enough of my spacers, but we'll start stringing. Like I said, this is just to get us out of a mood, right? And into happiness, bead happiness. All right, I'm gonna grab some 19 strand bead on bead stringing wire. And I'm gonna start stringing. I'm gonna do 2 between the Saturn beads. Maybe turquoise and pink aren't your colors. Do pink and red. Do pink and purple, pink and green. There are lots of beads in my bead shop, so you can always pick out the color scheme that you think might fit your style. Oh yeah, 2 looks so much better. I wonder if I want to do 2. That actually might be really cool if I do 2 between every bead. Now I know I'm gonna have to go get more of these, and I don't ship from my home, so I'd have to go to my store and grab them. But I'm willing to do that to make the necklace be what I want it to be. I love these beads. I still have so much from Tucson to put in to the shop. I've been doing it a little slowly because I just still am not the best. I am much better than I was when I was sick, but I also am anemic and I just get so tired. I get so tired. So a lot of the time it's like I do as much as I can until I can't do it anymore. And that kind of is bumming me out today. So I was like, you know what? I can go sit and make a necklace. It doesn't have to be the best necklace, but it can be a me necklace, right? This is my therapy. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and continue to string this. Now, I'm not going to put any spacers in between. Well, you know what? Let me see what it looks like. Because I like how, I kind of want to see how that lays. I don't love it. I don't love it. So I am going to put some spacers. I thought maybe it would be, like these would stay in there a little bit better. But it kind of, like, it still isn't the best. So I am going to put in maybe 4 spacers and see how that looks. I think I'm going to put at least one more spacer. So it's starting to look better. I mean, it looks largely the same, but it's more articulated and it's not going to have as much strain on the wire over time. Yeah, that's good. All right. And then I'll just keep going. Okay, these are strung. I've decided to leave them as 2 separate necklaces so I could just wear one or the other or both. And I found these beads. I do not have these in my store. I don't know where these even came from, but I'm going to finish off the back because obviously I only wanted to use 1 strand of each and I ran out because I'm making 2 necklaces. This is like an 8-inch strand and I think this one's about a 15-inch strand. So I think I have enough of these cool looking beads. You can use chain, whatever, to finish off the back of both necklaces. I don't know how long I want them. Obviously, I want this one to be a little bit longer. I'm going to measure it on my neck. That's how I do it most of the time, but I will tell you how long this is once it's finished. I need to add about that much to either side. I'm going to grab a ruler. About just under 2 inches to either side on the longer necklace. And then, of course, once it's finished, I'll tell you how long it is. And I am going to make that one adjustable in case I want it longer. And I need about that much on this necklace. So I'm going to do about 3.5 inches on either side of the silver bead. So 2 inches, I'm going to add up 4 inches on this side, 7 inches on this side of these beads, and then, or this necklace, I should say, not this side. And I'll be back. Okay, I have my beads strung, the back ends, and I love how it looks like chain. Actually looks like old silver to me, so that makes me happy. I have 2 clasps, 4 jump rings, 4 crimps, and 2 pieces of chain. I cut each piece of chain to 3 inches. And then you can also do a dangle on the back. I do have some extra Saturn beads. I don't know that I'll do that though. All right. So I always check my clasps to make sure that they work before I use them on my necklaces. Sometimes they're broken or they stick or something. So just check them. And then I'm going to open up my smaller jump rings and put those on my clasps. All right, so I'm going to grab just one of my necklaces. This is the one with the pendant on it, and this is going to be the right side. So I put my clasps on the right side because I'm right-handed, but you can put it wherever you'd like. Put on my crimp, grab a clasp, put that on, and then come back through the crimp. And I am going to go ahead and move that crimp down to my clasp. I do not typically use wire guards, but you can absolutely do that. And squish, turn 90 degrees, squish again. Squish one more time. We are not pressing very hard. We are not pressing very hard there. Just enough to fold them, not with all our might. And then I'm going to hopefully stick my wire back through at least one of these beads. I thought the hole was big enough on that to do it, but maybe not. All right, it's not big enough. I don't really love like cutting the wire off right at the crimp. I just don't think it looks good, but I'll grab a crimp cover if I need to. Snip. Move everything down. So there isn't any slack, but we don't want it to be in a straight line, because that will not drape correctly. Put on your second crimp. And your jump ring, actually, you know what? Be Before we do this, I'm going to open up my jump ring and put my chain on because it's easier to open the jump ring than the chain. I know because I just had the chain open. All right, and then we're going to take our wire, come through our jump ring. And come back down through our crimp. And I'm going to take my tail of my wire and then hold my jump ring and my chain and pull. Helps you get some leverage. And you want to make sure that there's a little bit of a gap here, but you're trying to get the no gaps between any of your other beads. There might be some, that's just inevitable, but you want to eliminate as much as you can. And then come through here and squish. Squish and squish. Oh, my third squish isn't working. There we go. Take our trimmer and snip. And here you go. Got a necklace. I'm going to do the exact same thing, same steps and everything on the second one, and then I'll show you them finished. This is so cute. Our two necklaces together. I think I made this one a little too short. That's okay because I put an extender on it, and I'll measure how long each one is. This one is about 20.25 inches, which it was supposed to be longer than that, but oh well. And this one, it seems like it's almost the same length. I don't know how I did that, but my brain said we're making two of the same length, I guess. Yeah, this one's 20.5 inches. This one was supposed to be much longer. My brain didn't work that out, but you know what? It's okay. It has, I put extenders on them for that reason. So this one can be longer, that one can be longer, and they can be worn separately. I will show you them either, yeah, I'll probably show you on the mannequin. I could show you them on me, but I'm not wearing a dress that works with this style necklace at the moment. Okay, here it is, or here they are, I should say. I am not wearing the best outfit for this, not the right colors, but it's so pretty. I probably will wear them together quite a bit, but I can wear them separately. This actually looks way better than I thought it would. So that makes me even happier. And then, like I said, they're two different necklaces, so we can just wear the eye, or we could just wear this one with something else that's Southwestern. You never know. I never know what I'm going to want to wear. And then I had a couple beads left over that I can make a bracelet. So I have 1 cross and 6 of these, and then some of the silver beads. So I'll probably make a stretchy to go with them. But let me know what you think. I am going to immediately make items with this and this. So stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for popping in. I'm feeling better. Yeah, that's the whole point. Happy beading. I hope you have a good day. Happy Easter. Bye-bye. Hi, lazy bones. You sleeping? Hi. You want a tummy rub? Of course you do. That's all you want ever. Yes, lazy bones. Look at that. You're so cute. What you doing, Opal? You say hello? Can you say hello? Oh, it's your pretty face. Yeah, and then your lazy sister. Yeah. We're just chilling. Just chilling.